Okay, we're back. This is part 2 of the house to home redesigned box fan. They got their own original design for their blade, their own original design for their guard, and of course they still got those feet that can fold out and fold in, just like the last one. So I'm glad that these people that made the other one, which is the one that you see typically for all of the brand names, to slap their name on it, which is extremely hard to service because it's hard to pull that thing apart. They finally redid it over again for CVS. It actually has a knob on the top now. However, the guard is, not the guard, the handle is mounted in the very back between the two back brace that holds the motor, the brackets that hold the motor. You can see the handle is integrated in the back, kind of like it is on the Holmes box fan. And then the cord comes out the bottom. Here's the receipt. 20-inch black box fan, some other numbers. Paid about $30.49. Actually, the whole thing was $32.85. CVS, all that good stuff. Anyways, that's the receipt. I don't really hold on to receipts. So now that y'all seen the receipt, I'm just going to throw it in the garbage and we're going to get to the good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and unbox this fan and see what we got.
He too started to develop similar symptoms. Merrill thought he was beside himself. He wasn't feeling well. But it didn't occur to him that it could possibly be the same thing that affected Florina.
Merrill's physical condition quickly deteriorated, and he was rushed to the Crown Point Hospital, the same hospital that treated Florina. After an initial consultation, Merrill did not want to be treated where Florina died.
So this fan was made January 1st, 2020. January the 1st of 2020. So it was made for this year, and it was released this year. Not too long ago, just this month. All right, here we go. So 1/27, 2020.
We had a meeting with our medical investigator, and Merrill's family were coming into Flo's funeral, and they were told there, and everything just started happening there and there, and that's when I went to shock.
Health authorities had no explanation for what killed the young couple. The only way they could determine the cause was to perform a complete autopsy. But autopsies are not permitted in the Navajo community.
It's forbidden among traditional Navajos to have autopsies done, and the Navajo tribal government can forbid if they want to, and I don't think the government people really understood it. We have that sovereign power to do that, even if it's a medical emergency.
But with her daughter and future son-in-law dead, Bita Begay wanted answers. She took the unusual step of defying tradition and the tribal elders by giving doctors permission to perform the
Not too bad on the redesign right here. Manual. I say manual. They didn't do too much of a freak show.
He was rushed to the hospital and quarantined. As authorities awaited the autopsy results, the disease continued its deadly rampage. Within a week of Florina and Merrill's deaths, the number of dead had risen to 6, and each day, more people were being hospitalized with symptoms. New Mexico officials feared they had an epidemic on their hands, and panic gripped the region.
Really calls for concerned citizens and concerned physicians and concerned school administrators and concerned everybody. And that always will happen when something as traumatic as this and as frightening as this is occurring. And when you really don't have good answers.
The autopsies on Merrill, Bahi, and Florina would have answered few questions. The mystery illness could not be identified, and until it was, more people were destined to die.
Right now at Kohl's, shop hundreds of epic deals. No coupons needed. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Tops for the family are $9.99 and under. Athletic shoes, $4.
This fan has a ton of screws. There's 3 on the top, 3 on the side, 3 on the bottom, and 3 on the other side. And then the same for the back. My goodness, they put a crap load of screws in there. I do like this design. However, in the back of it, for the motor housing, there are no vents at all for the motor to breathe. And that is a terrible design. The motor is going to suffocate. It's just like how it is with that Holmes box fan I got. That little 10-inch one. I have to show you that one. In the back of it, there is no hose for the motor to breathe. So I don't know how long it's going to last. But we should see. But I definitely like this. That design right there. That's original. I've never seen another fan like it. Now, it kind of does remind you of the Aerospeed for home and for comfort zone. If you saw that one, you saw how it has the ring. A little ring that goes around. Sort of, kind of, but not really. So let's go ahead and get to it and see what we got. The handle's integrated in the back of the guard right here. Kind of like how it is with the Holmes. I mean, not the Holmes, but the, what is it? Yeah, the Holmes box fan. So anyways, let me put these feet on here. These feet right here. Do come with feet. A little bit different. I believe these right here just snap in. I'm sorry. Pull it out so y'all can see it. My bad. It wouldn't be a video without a freak show. But anyways, so these feet right here, they just kind of, see these 2 holes right here? They just kind of snap in. Pull the other one out here. Yep. These feet right here snap in. So let's see how they do.
Think you'll make it?
That's when I learned Humira can help get and keep UC under control when other medications haven't worked well enough. It helps people achieve control that lasts, so you can experience few or no symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including
Now, I have to be honest. The cord actually does come directly out of the back where the motor is, but it's not a boombox. It's not a boombox type cord. So I can see that they tried to copy Holmes. And then I'm not exactly, I think the rest of the fan is just their own original design. I'll show you.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, control is possible.
When you're looking to hire, you can find just the right person on Indeed. Indeed gives you tools like online skills tests.
As you can see, the cord comes out of the back towards the top. No vents at all for the motor. Very bad design. And then they try to copy Holmes by putting the handle right here. So they try to copy Holmes, and then they try to copy Holmes again. Now, if I wanted to put that like flush to the window, it'd be very hard because now you got a cord sticking out. That's quite unfortunate. What happened if I wanted to take off the back guard so I can clean it up? And you got this piece right here. I don't know how that's going to go. That's going to be pretty hard. That'd be rather interesting to see how that actually work out.
Young Navajo were dying at an alarming rate, and new cases were being reported.
Because there's no way for the cord to come out. I mean, that's a terrible design because now you can't really pull off the back guard, but yet they got screws where you can screw the back guard. So I don't understand that. It's far better than the previous one. They had the other garbage one where you had to prime the sides of it to try to get it off with one screw. Why couldn't they just do like a regular box fan? Yeah, and have the cord to come out the bottom like they're supposed to. And then have vents right here for the motor. It's crazy. I don't get it. But anyways, whatever. Enough rambling and complaining. Let's see if this thing even runs.
One possibility was bubonic plague, the dreaded Black Death. killed millions during the Middle Ages and still strikes more than 1,000 people worldwide every year. Plague symptoms, particularly the high fever, muscle pain, and fluid buildup, bore similarities to the Four Corners disease.
Bubonic plague still crops up in New Mexico from time to time, and so the state is very well equipped to do that test. And much to the
All right, I guess that's just how it goes.
the test
But-
was negative. It was chagrined.
Where's the
because
screws?
They still didn't know what he killed this
You should have came with screws.
Another possibility was pneumonic plague, a highly contagious disease. It attacks the lungs and kills quickly, which is what happened to the
All right, let me go look and see if it came with screws.
Since it could be treated with large doses of antibiotics, doctors actually hoped that this was what they found. But the autopsies turned up something different. The capillaries of the victims had collapsed, leaving the lungs wet like large sponges. This was not consistent with pneumonic plague, and it did not resemble anything medical investigators had ever seen before.
And it was very frightening. And it was frustrating. If you felt like, how come we're not smart enough to figure this out? You know, this shouldn't be that hard.
Here
So
we
I
go.
haven't had that many cases at one time, but I didn't understand.
Local health officials called in the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia.
There's some screws for the feet. So let me go ahead and screw those in. I did remember it saying there's a little bit of assembly required. Apparently that's the feet. So let's get that done, then we'll go ahead and test it out.
We had no idea what this was. We didn't know whether it was contagious. We didn't know whether working with tissues was going to be dangerous. We didn't know whether you could get this in the laboratory or from somebody outside in the field.
The outbreak was considered a biosafety level 4 hazard, the most lethal designation. Dressed in specially designed suits to keep them free from any contagion, CDC specialists searched the trailer and the surrounding area. While the medical community turned to their scientific experts, the Navajo turned to their own specialists, the traditional healers or medicine men who were responsible for the health of the reservation. They said they were familiar with this disease and that it had struck before.
They were saying that this outbreak had occurred in the century in 1933 and 1918 when it was preceded by 2 years of plentiful rains and
Let's try it this
heavy
way.
winter snows in the mountains.
Tribal healers said the heavy rains had resulted in a dramatic increase in the number of mice on the reservation, and they suspected there was some connection between the large number of mice and these deaths, but they could not say what it was.
There's an old Navajo saying that I learned as a child that if a mouse ever runs over your clothing, you should burn it. And nobody ever knew what that old saying meant.
Records indicated that there were heavy rains in 1991 and 92, the 2 years preceding the current outbreak. But health officials could not find any link between the rain, the growing deer mice population, and the outbreak. Meanwhile, in what's known as the maximum containment section of the CDC labs, an area reserved for the study of the world's most dangerous germs and viruses, investigators performed an ELISA test, or enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, on the tissue samples from the victims. When a disease strikes, the body reacts by producing antibodies, which are unique to that disease. The ELISA test can isolate those antibodies in order to compare them to the thousands of samples in the CDC files. Comparison after comparison was made, and no matches were found until the investigation took an unexpected turn. One that would take medical detectives back in time and halfway around the world.
Let's get down to business. The business of family time. And downtime. And me time. And forgetting what time it is altogether. Christmas. Get the lowest price guaranteed on all Choice Hotels. Direct at choicehotels.com.
Tremfya helps adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis uncover clearer skin that can last. In fact, Tremfya was proven superior to Humira in providing significantly clearer skin.
Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
Tremfya. Uncover clearer skin that can last. Janssen can help you explore cost support options.
When I started Corporate Kai, the lack of control over my business made me a little intense. But now QuickBooks helps me get paid, manage cash flow, and run payroll. And now I'm back on top with Koala Kai.
Save over 40 hours a month with Intuit QuickBooks.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has a plan designed just for you. And for a limited time only, we're making it an even better deal. Now you can get 2 lines for only $55. That includes unlimited talk, text, and data with no annual service contracts. Also includes talk, text, and data when traveling in Mexico and Canada. So if you're 55 and up, you can now get 2 lines for only $55. Because at T-Mobile, we have a plan designed just for you.
Want your brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try Nariva for 30 days and see the difference.
Hello. I saw you move in and I wanted to welcome
Hey,
you to the
well.
neighborhood with some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip. Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Oh.
Cookies.
Biscuits.
Got a little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners.
There's that. I wasn't ready to run it, but you saw it running anyways.
It's your first time away from your new house.
I can tell you right now the blade is definitely out of balance because the hub is out of balance. But what else is new? Okay, it's anything made in China, of course, is not going to be 100% perfect.
He's not our shy little guy anymore. You're thinking, where did he learn that?
There's no surprise there. Anyway, let's go ahead and run it. I got the feet on it.
Your new house.
The feet are now mounted to the fan.
Stay close to the moments that matter. Cox Home Life Security will take care of the rest.
Paying too much for insurance is painful.
And we're going to go ahead and run it in a second. Hold on.
Trees scare me. Who can be scared of a tree? No, it's crazy. Squirrels are crazy. Maybe I was a squirrel that halfway.
Okay, here we go.
But when you switch to insurance, you could save an average of $462 and a lot of pay. It's as easy as switching seats.
Well, it's definitely moving a lot of air. I can tell you that right now.
Insurance is affordable. It's surprisingly convenient.
Now let's see if it's out of balance, see if it's shaking. Actually, it's not shaking at all. But the fan hub is out of balance, but the blades are, I guess the blades that are on the fan hub are in balance. It's just your typical vibration, but it's not like it's out of balance vibration. Medium. Of course, that was low. This is medium. The grill design is pretty neat. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's new. I've never seen a grill design like that before. And actually, the airflow coming through the grill is pretty decent. It moves far more air than the freaking aero speeds I got. The comfort zone in the homes. The comfort zones. And let's go to high speed, full power. Well, there's a substantial increase in the speed. Airflow is real decent. I like it. It's loud, but it's bearable. Besides, I like loud fans anyway. But yeah, that's my only complaint. My only complaint is that the cord comes directly out of the back like the homes, and that they have the back guard. They have the handle integrated into the back guard just like the homes. But I do like that they have those feet that you can put on it. But unfortunately, like the last model they had, the one that's so hard to service, they don't turn in and out. They finally put the knob on the top. My only concern is when I get ready to unscrew the back, how I'm going to take the whole guard off if that cord is integrated through the back guard. And someone can tell me how to do that. Now, I'm not no techie person or some kind of person that knows how to undo the wire from the motor and pull it through there and then wire it back through there and wire it back up to the motor and all that kind of stuff in order to take the back guard off when I clean it. I'm not like that. I'm not like how Jordan is. Jordan can do all that. Jordan knows how to do all that, but not me. So, for me, if I could just take the front guard off and pull the blade off, that's sufficient enough for me. And just kind of wipe down the back guard, since I can't really pull it off because that crazy cord comes through it like that. And then just put it back on like that. As far as oiling it, well, I don't know if the motor has oil ports or not. There's no vents in the back, and it's completely covered, which is a terrible, terrible design, especially if you use this fan all the time, day and night. You're going to run it all spring and summer, and the motor has no way of breathing. That's terrible. That's bad. So it'll end up burning out. That's an awful design as far as that's concerned. All right, let's check out the spin down. Now, the cabinet is made of metal. It is made of metal. The cabinet is made of metal, but the rest of it is plastic. All right, here's the spin down. It's pretty well oiled. And there you go. The blaze is balanced, because if it was out of balance, it would be doing one of those numbers where it had to go backwards. I just don't understand that design in the back. Look at that. No oil, no nothing, no hose, no vents, no nothing for the motor to breathe. And the cord comes directly out the back. And it has this rubber mount right here, which means it's wired to the motor that way. But yet they have screws where you can pull the back guard off. So I'm not going to tamper with that. But I will be pulling the front guard off just so I can clean it when it's time. Hopefully the blade will come off. In most cases it will. But because the way the back is made right here, and I'm really surprised that they didn't put no vents in the back. I don't know who the designer was, but whoever the designer was, I have to say that they're a freaking idiot. They must have been having a bad day, or whoever the manufacturer is or the designer, they're idiots. Because if they know anything about fans, they should know that the motor has to have holes for the breathe so that it doesn't die. So I think their purpose or intentions was to just do it like that so that over time the motor would die and they would purchase another one. That's just crazy. They should have had better intentions than that. But that would be my only complaint. The cord coming out of the back and that the motor has no holes. Other than that, it's a relatively good fan. I like the fact that the cabinet is metal. It's a very thin sheet metal, but nevertheless metal. And everything else is plastic. So I guess the previous model, I do have the previous one over there. Y'all seen what it looks like before. It's that one the one like Tori had, that blue one, and the purple one like what Jordan had, which is, I have that black one, the last one, from the one I had from last year. where it's very hard to open it up. It has one screw, and then you got to prime it on the sides. That's the fan they typically use for all the brand names. Yeah, well, I guess they're saying either you have that and you have a hard time servicing it, or you will accept this and you can service it from the front, but apparently you can't pull off the back unless you know what you're doing with the cord attached to the motor, like Jordan. So, which one are you going to accept? Which one would you want? I'll take this over the other one, because I can take off the front guard, excuse me, I'm tired. Y'all forgive me, I record at night. Front guard and pull off the blade and clean it much easier than I could the other one I have over there. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, love, and like. The Month of Fan Man. God bless all of y'all. And out.